What's going on? YouTube is Donnie B all day, and yes, I'm rocking that purpose-built motorcycle shirt. These guys make some quality stuff. So here's the thing, man. Here's the thing, guys. Sometimes we make mistakes. For me, sometimes it's like 65 times a day. So I got a request. Guy was really interested in the Condor Undertaker Bowie, and he was looking at my my 7 months of use case video, and he was like, well, can you do an update on the Undertaker so we can see how it held up? Look at that, how it's coming out of the sheath and going into the sheath. So much easier now. The sheath, has that held up? Man, the only thing on this sheath really is fingerprints from the oil. That's about it. This sheath is pristine, man. Still holding up. But how's the blade? Now I'm going to show you something. You're going to look at it and you go, what the hell's wrong with your blade? Something looks messed up there. Yep, something looks messed up. After the last video I did where I took some choppers out when I got my D-Bad Preacher in, I used this blade as one of my go with it blades to see how it competes and holds up, because this is an awesome freaking blade. And I figure, you know, if my knife design can hold up to a design like this, then my knife design's got to be doing pretty good, because the belly on this thing makes for some serious chopping without having to have a recurve. But here's the deal. I am a complete and utter moron. Oh, gotta kill a bug. Chopped him in half. And here's what was happening is, after that last video where this one was featured in, where I was smashing this thing into some trees, and you can see that, hold on a second, I sneezed off film. All right, so you guys can see this edge. This edge is just flawless. I have done zero things to this edge. No sharpening, no honing, no leather, no nothing. No nothing I have done to this edge. It is still immaculate and sharp. How sharp? Well, let's see if I can. I'm gonna try and oh yeah. I said I'm gonna try. I just shaved the leg a little bit. Let's see. Hopefully you got, yeah, you can see all that hair there. I just shaved my leg, and it's shaved easily. I mean, easily. And why? Because this thing is razor sharp. Why is it razor sharp? Because Condor made it, and they did a phenomenal job. Again, I have done zero to this edge, and I've already used this thing in 3 videos, and that's just videos. I've taken this to Vermont too, and I used it there. So it's not like it's got a brand new edge because it's unused. It's got a brand new edge because it's just holding up real well. So here's the problem. Here's getting back to the Donnie B all day issues, right? I was cleaning the blades after that last video. They were all mudded up and chunked up from all wood and all that crap, all the sap on them. Fancy. Got to put the pinky up. And they were looking pretty gnarly from just like all the crud on it, you know what I mean? So I break out the hops. I use spray like hops gun oil, and when I sheath these things, that's what I use. I use gun oil and I put them in a sheath. And so here I go, all my knives, and I was cleaning it. I'm sitting at the sink and I'm scrubbing it with a scrub brush, scrubbing all my blades that I used that day. And then I did oil, and then somebody came in and spoke to me, and I was like, da 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 da, and I wasn't paying attention, so I reach over and I grab the oil after cleaning this one, and I go, and I'm going, the oil's coming out kind of funny. So I turned it over, I sprayed the other side to see why, see what was going on with it. Orange bottle is hops gun oil, right? It comes in an orange aerosol bottle. Also, in an orange aerosol bottle, the exact same size. Exact same size. Why were they next to each other? I don't know. Exact same size is the Gorilla Glue spray glue. That's right. So I coated this thing with Gorilla Glue. And that's what all that texturing is right there. And then I put some oil on over it, and the oil is actually breaking it down slowly. So if I use my thumb, you can see I'm wiping away parts. It's just letting the oil break it all down. You know, this is a heavy area of glue, but I'm wiping it off. And I could have used some like Goo Gone and stuff like that, but I'm just going to let the oil naturally attack it. And I forgot about this because it was sitting in the sheath for now a week trying to de-glue itself. And now that I'm running my fingers on it, it's doing a lot better. And then I get to request to do this, and I went, oh, I forgot. I spray glued it. So I'm going to use this. Even though it's glued, we're going to see how well it still performs. I mean, he wanted to know if it held up. Did it hold up? Yeah, man. This thing is flawless. But I can't come outside and not at least go through a water bottle and stuff like that. All right, so let's start by doing exactly that. Let's hit a water bottle. Now, generally, when you have a knife that has glue all over the blade, you're generally going to have a slowed down process when it comes to going through things. But again, this knife is sharp. So even though the glue is holding on the paper, it is sharp. I don't have to worry about the glue causing drag. And the other way to test to see if that's going to happen is if we baton. So let's go do a little of that. All right, so what I need is a piece to baton through. I have this pile over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece right here. I think you guys are seeing that. Yeah, right there. I can't see because of the glare. What I want to do, oh man, it chops, is just chop this thing straight off of there. And it won't take long, even though I'm kind of at an odd angle and I'm holding you guys up in the air trying to do this. The composition of this knife, the edge, really makes up for bad angles and things like that. So I'm not worried about being out here all day taking swats at this because it's going to go pretty quick. And we're almost there now. And I have yet to get a good angle on this thing. But it doesn't matter. Hope you're still in there. And we are all the way at the end. This is really difficult. Trying to concentrate on two things at once. All right, here we go. So now we got this big fatty right here. Let's take it over and get some batoning in. All right, so let's see if our glue blade here can baton. I have high expectations. All right, there we go. Get it started and switch it over to the left hand. Let me stand up here. That's better. Well, that was pretty easy. That was pretty easy indeed. This is what I use this thing for in Vermont. All I was doing was taking some pre-cut quarters and knocking it down to get the fire going. And it's exactly what I was using this knife for. And for the edge to not just still be pristine, but to not have any dulling at all is a testament to the kind of edge it is. And it's still doing it even with glue all over it, right? So let's see. Let's brush it off. How's that edge look, guys? There's no flaws. None at all. The thing with this is it's awesome. It's just a really really well-made knife. And it's something that if you take care of it like I do and spray it with glue every now and then, it'll last you forever. I mean, think about it. The blade's not going anywhere. It's glued on, right? Maybe that's why the edge is still there, because I glued the edge on. But I'll tell you what, to ask if this knife is going to hold up, yeah, it's going to hold up. I'm going to back up a little bit here and see if I can't get a log at an angle and try and hit it. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe it'll fly by the screen. You can tell by the sound that I missed that one. That was too close. Well, that was still too close. I got to go full 5 yards. I was trying to go short. There we go. There we go. So the first throw was at 3 yards. And I hit the butt right here on the wood. As a matter of fact, pretty sure you guys can see that. There's a big hole right there. That was that. And then the second one, I hit the blade, but not fully. And that third one went. I know that was kind of off camera, but yeah, I figured you get the gist. You've seen me throw it. So once I went back a full 5 yards, it took off. Now, how's that handguard? No loosening at all. How are these pins? How's the scales? No separation at all. How's the blade after taking a whack on there? No damage at all. This guy's is the Undertaker by Condor, right? It's made in El Salvador, and they really do a good job on their blades. Fantastic. So the overall question was, how has this thing held up? How does it stack up? Well, I'll tell you what, if you're looking for an amazing chopping buoy and you want to spend under $100, this thing right here is as good as any of the $150, $200 buoys. I mean, any of them. And it gets the job done without question. So I'm hoping this answers the question. I really need to clean this blade off, but that's it for now. I'm Donnie B all day. Until next knife.